Hey y'all, so this scripture came to my mind. Well, yeah, this one. Ask and ye shall receive. Open, or no, knock, and the door shall be open unto you. Ask and ye shall receive. That's talking about resonant frequency, y'all. Resonance frequency. When the two things match, when it becomes a match, when it's like the same, it's a wave, like energy is the same energy, then it's a resonant frequency, okay? And when that matches, right, that's when it explodes. That's when it actually happens. That's when the magic happens. When the frequency matches, when they equal, when they match up. So ask and ye shall receive is referring to the resonant frequency. Ask is two, right? Ask and receive. These energies, your energy and the energy of the universe, it has to match. Like whatever you're asking for, look where you asking. Let's say you're asking God for healing. Okay, let's say you're asking God, you're asking the universe, the Almighty, okay, for healing. Ask and you shall what? Receive. So which you're asking, how you receive depends on the amount of energy or the energy that is being felt from your asking. Okay, this is how you receive it. Basically, if you believe, right, in your heart, like you believe with no doubt in your heart, you believe what you're saying, you're asking, and you're believing that you're going to receive it, and you actually have to believe this now. Once you believe this with no doubt, because that's also in the scriptures, Mark 11:23, check it out. I think it's 11:23, check it out. Okay, it talks about if you ask. It says if you say, ask, okay? If you say to that mountain, move and go drown yourself in the ocean. If you say to the mountain and you believe with no doubt in your heart, whatever you say will happen, it shall happen. And whatever you say, it shall be done unto you, it will happen. Okay? But you have to, the energy that's behind the asking. Because if you yourself, you're not convinced, that you're going to receive that what you're asking for, the universe is not going to give you what you're asking for. You're not going to receive that. You're going to receive exactly what you're asking for. The same energy you're asking in is the same energy that will come back to you. Which is basically sometimes just nothing. And you're like, why is my prayer not getting answered? Why is my prayer not getting answers? Because you yourself is not convinced that this can actually work. You yourself you're not convinced. You don't trust that God or the universe or the Most High Almighty will take care of it. You don't trust that you are provided for. The universe provides for you. The universe represents abundance and you're always provided for. No matter where you go, no matter where you do whatever, you're always provided for. If you don't truly believe that, then you cannot receive that. Because it says ask and you shall receive. Whatever it is that you're asking for, with the energy that you're pushing behind the asking, that's what you're getting. Okay? So this is exactly why your prayers are not being answered. You're not resonating. The universe is not resonating. You're not resonating with the universe frequency. You're not resonating with universal's frequency. You need to resonate with universal frequency. When you start resonating with universal frequency, which represents abundance, unlimited, right? When you literally align yourself with that frequency and you resonate with that frequency, that's exactly what you become. Y'all, this is deep. You become this. You now embody this. And this is what the science is calling neuroscience, right? It's the epigenetics. Epigenetics above your genes, above your limitations, your genes being the limitations. Just because, and it says the part of the study was talking about, just because you have your family within your bloodline, just because they have cancer, that's that's limited, that doesn't mean that you're also going to get cancer. That's what it says. It doesn't mean that you're also going to get cancer, right? Just because your bloodline, one of your close relatives have cancer. If you believe in your mind, in your heart, that, and you ask, and you know what I mean, you put out the energy that, that's not you, like you're not, that's not your destiny. That may have been their destiny. Okay? That may have been, one second. Okay, so that may have been their destiny, but that's not your destiny. Ask, and you shall receive. You really do have to ask, and the energy, pay close attention to the energy that you're pushing behind the asking. Pay attention to that energy right there. Okay? Because that's exactly the energy that the universe is responding to. So you can say out of your mouth all day, you can ask all day. But if you yourself don't believe that you're going to get that healing, you will not get that healing. That's how the universe is. This is how it's resonance. The universe is literally, okay, resonating with your energy. Ask and you shall receive. Knock and the door will be open unto you. Knock, it will happen. Whether you believe it or not, it will happen. Because even if you don't believe it, it will still happen. As in, like, you're not going to get it, period, because you believe that you're not going to get it. So you're not going to get it. So even if you believe it or not, you're still going to get it, because the universe does not lie. Energy, that's why in the Bible it says, God is not a man that he should lie. That's talking about energy. People lie, but patterns don't. Patterns don't lie. Okay, so people can say out of their mouth all day, because these words can be very manipulated. We can just manipulate these words but the energy, you can't manipulate energy. You cannot fake energy. And the only people who miss the energy, because we're just so love bombed. We got love bombed. We're so blinded by love. We're still literally so blinded. So we don't see the energy behind those I love yous. You don't go into the energy. We just go into listen to the words. We get distracted. But it's the energy that's behind. You gotta pay attention to the energy. Pay attention to that, because that don't lie. That is what God is. That is what God is. You want to know what is God? The energy, honey. Because God is not a man that it should lie. Energy don't lie. That is what God is. You pay attention to that, because they cannot fake energy. I promise you. No one can be you. You are unique. Everyone is unique. No one can duplicate you. Period. At all. No one can do that. Because you got your own energy. You got your own swag. You got your own vibe. No one has your vibe. No one has my vibe. No one. Someone commented on one of my my videos that went viral, by the way. I went viral on IG. If this IG gonna see this too anyways. But yes, I got a video that got over 1.2 million views. Okay, so one of the comments is saying that I've never met anyone like her ever. Like, I've never seen anyone like her. And that's a fact. Because I am my own energy. Like, there's no one that can ever be me. There's no one that could ever have this energy. You are unique. We're all unique in our own way. Don't be afraid to this competition. Don't worry about the competition. You got your own energy. You can bring your own swag to this shit. You can bring your own, vibe to it. So it don't matter how much, you don't have to compete. Like, there's no competition. Especially when it comes to social media, honey. There's enough for everyone. Because everybody got their own vibe. Their own. Okay? You're always going to have your own. You're always going to be unique. Okay? So don't worry worry about that. Don't worry about that. Okay? But yeah, I wanted to say about, yeah, the energy, paying attention, pay close attention to energy and read the energy, read the room, read the energy of the room. Read the energy of the room. That's God, because that's not lying. That don't lie. So that's what you got to pay attention. Like, get closer to God. The energy. Like, discernment. Learn discernment. How do you learn discernment? You're going to have to set boundaries. You have to learn to discern the energy. And once you feel off, when you get that off feeling, bitch, create some boundaries. You get the feeling, boom, act on the feeling. Faith without works is that. Act on the motherfucker. Act on that feeling. If you feel off, act on the shit. Act on it. Because that's God. Because that don't lie. Period. Energy don't lie. You ever enter into a room and the energy in there is so tense, or the tension, or whatever they said, the energy in the room is so tense, you can cut the air so that you can cut the shit with a knife. The air is like that, you can cut it with a damn knife. That's the energy. That's God. And you can feel the shit. You could go in that room and no one have to say shit. They ain't gotta say nothing. But you could tell an argument just happened in that room. You could feel that shit. You could tell. That's God. That's what you have to pay attention to. They can't lie. They cannot lie to you. I'm telling you, they cannot lie to you. They cannot. They can't. Okay? Because you're gonna know. I mean, you just read the energy. You even have to listen to their words, period. You even have to listen to what they gotta say, period. You're just reading their energy, period. I'm not even paying attention to what the fuck you're saying right now. I'm just reading the energy. And this energy is feeling off. I know you're telling me these wonderful things. Oh, they sound good. But that energy feels off. Everything you said sounds perfect. Like, that's exactly what I want to hear. I mean, like, that's exactly, yes, what I want to hear. The words sound good, but the energy is off. Pay attention to that. That's God. Act on that shit. Act on that. Don't ignore that shit just because, we be ignoring this shit just because it's a relative. Just because you're in love. That's your spouse. You ignore the fucking red flags. And that's the red flags. You fucking ignore the shit. Just because you're trying to get that promotion. You ignore that shit. Just because you need the money, you need the job, so you ignore the red flags. Just ignore it. I'm just look past that because I need to pay these fucking bills. I'm gonna look past that. Energy don't lie. Ever. God is my provider anyways. I'm provided for always. Like, I'm vibrating to the frequency of the universe. So I'm always provided for. I'm never in lack. Ever. Ever. So, yes. Yeah, when it comes to the energy, that's what you have to read. Because that's how you know God. That's how you know God. There's an ancient Egyptian proverb that says, know thyself. Study thyself. Know thyself. It says the kingdom of heaven is within. This one came out before the Bible. This is 14,000 years ago, The Bible is only a few thousand, like maybe 2,000-3,000 years old. I think it's over 2,500 years old. That's saying the Bible is not much older as this, Egyptian, books and stuff. Our history, Egyptian history. Yeah, 14,000 years ago, it was written on the Egyptian walls, the temples, and this is proof. Like, there's proof. There's artifacts to show that this is actually written. Man, know thyself. Man, know thyself. If you know yourself, you're going to know God. The kingdom of heaven is within. It says the kingdom of heaven is within. Okay? The kingdom of heaven is within us. Yes. Okay? So that's what I'm with the energy, you know, and that's God, the kingdom, the energy is God, and that's what we have to pay attention to, because that's what we miss. I think a lot of us miss those red flags. You know, that all feeling, that was a red flag period from jump. You should have just acted that feeling right away. Fuck the other shit. Oh man, gosh, I was gonna make so much on this, but if that energy was feeling off, I don't care what the fuck I was gonna make. Energy was off. I'm gonna fuck. I would choose fucking my energy, my peace over the fucking money. I don't care how much. I don't care how much millions you're offering me. I'm gonna fuck. Energy's off here. I'm not signing that shit. The energy's off. If I feel the energy is off, it's done. I don't care. I don't care. I would literally. I'm pulling out. Okay. I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing myself. So if you come with me, if you come to me some fucked up ass energy, best believe you're gonna be wasting your fucking time, because I'm gonna read this shit right away. And I'm going to turn your ass away. Because you're not coming to try to take advantage of my energy. What the fuck? Oh, hell no. That's what I don't allow anymore. I have to put a stop to that shit. People taking advantage of my energy. Oh, no, I ain't that nice now. I am not nice, period. So you're going to be wasting your fucking time coming to me with your bullshit offer. Some of them be coming to bullshit offer. How you gonna put up? I know I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you. First of all, you know, I'm grateful for the time that you put into drafting this up. You know, but this is what we're gonna do. You know, since it's my energy here that's being used, and you're trying to capitalize on my energy, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm going to offer this. This is what I'm saying that I'm worth. This is what you're saying, but that's not what I'm saying. And what I'm saying trumps what you're saying, what you're paying. You could be paying me $1 million, but I'm telling you I'm worth more than $1 million. I'm worth 100 million. I'm serious about this shit, because I already know what I'm worth. I know the energy I bring. I know I could take your $1 million a year company and bring that shit up to $100 million a year. Like, I know my worth. I know my value. So how the fuck you gonna offer me $1 million? And I can make you $1 million. I could make you 100 million in a year, every single year. And you're gonna be over here, okay? Oh, let me offer you. No, hell no. Nah, no deal. No fucking deal. That's it. That's how I am. No deal. I know. Yeah, that shark show, that could have been me. Because I know my worth. They would have to pay me exactly what I'm worth, because I know exactly how much I'm going to, this is how much we're going to make once we get in business together. More than what I'm saying too, by the way. So if I see that, oh, you trying to offer me, lowball me? Oh, no. Oh, it's done. This contract is null and void, because I'm not signing that shit. I'm not accepting that shit. Listen, I will go to the next. Because there's always someone else out there who will accept my offer. It's not about me accepting your offer. It's about you accepting my offer. And I will find someone out there that will accept and will pay. They will pay exactly the amount that whatever amount I set there, that's how much they will pay. I learned that from business. I was a hairdresser for 20 years. Okay? And whatever price I put, me myself put my price. Okay, I'm going to charge $65 for sewings. I was charging $65. Actually, my cheapest sewing was $35 when I first started out getting paid, you know, going into business doing hair. Okay, I wasn't really like making enough money to pay the bills. I was just like making a little side shit to make some money. So I was only charging $35. I was doing $35 sewings, and my sewing started to get so good. I had people coming from Virginia. I'm living in North Carolina. I had women, clients coming from Virginia, driving all the way from Atlanta and shit to get their sewings done, because my shit started to get real good. The one ladies was like, oh, your sewings is similar to this person. I'm seeing one of them popular Instagram, you know, hairdresser, and her sewings is matching mine. Like, that's how good my shit is becoming. I'm charging over this short $35. So what I did, because my worth, I was getting better. Like, I was valued at the same as another hairdresser who's making $100,000 a year. I'm literally, me and her work is the same now. I'm on her level now. So why the fuck would I lowball myself and still charge $35? So I raised my price because I was like, she should have never showed me that. She showed it to me. And I'm seeing my work, I'm seeing her work, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? I'm undercharging here. I'm undercharging. I raised my price. And guess what? I lost her as a client, but guess what I gained? I gained others who actually paid. But the price that I set, like I said, I'm the one who sets my price. And the people paid exactly what price I put on there. They paid. I set my price, my highest price that I set for myself was $400 for one client. Took me 8 hours to do her here, to do the women here. I did men also. But my highest service was Messy Goddess Locks, and I charged $400. That was me personally putting my price on there. This is how much I'm going to charge. Me myself went on there and I put my price, $400 for one client. They will pay exactly what you put on there, what you say, what you ask, you shall receive. Y'all feeling me? And it's like I literally feeling that shit. What? Ask and you shall receive. You're gonna get exactly what you asked. I asked for $400 for a client and I received exactly what I asked for. And it came in abundance, in abundance, in abundance. The money just never stopped coming. It never stopped coming. The money, people just kept booking. I'm booked out, honey. I'm booked out. I asked. And they paid exactly what I asked. That's the power we have. That's the power we have. Whatever price you put on there. So guess what? There's a hairdresser out there that I watched recently. She charges $3,000 for starter locks. $3,000. That's her ask, right? Ask. And you shall receive, right? She asked for $3,000 per client. And guess what? She received exactly that. There are clients that's paying her $3,000. Exactly what she asked for. You think she care about a $200 client or a $300 or $400 client like my client? You think she care about no $400 client, honey? You think she worried about that? She asked $3,000 and she gets $3,000 per client. And she's showing you exactly how she did it. And I'm literally showing you too exactly how I did it. I had to step my game up. I had to literally match the frequency of the universe. I had to match. Okay, so stylists out there making $100,000. I had to match that frequency. I had to get to that level. My work, the work I had to put in. I myself had to put in some work. I had to step my game up. I had to invest in myself so my craft can be tight. It could be good. I had to literally invest. I had to spend money. Got to spend money to make money. That's a fact. I paid money. I spent money to learn the shit. Energy, put in my energy. I literally put in the work, the energy, the money, whatever it took for me to learn so my value can increase, so I can start charging. So when I ask, I receive, I had to put in the work, and I did. Perfected the shit to the point where it's like, whoa, you can't even tell whether I did it or Dr. Kari did it. Type of shit, like, whoa. So I got to set the price had to increase because my work is matching Dr. Kari's work. Shit. Or I felt like even better. Shit. So now I can ask exactly, I can let you put any price on it now because now my shit is perfect. That's why in the Bible it says, be ye perfect. Be ye perfect, because when you're perfect, you can call whatever price you want. Period. Yes. When you are perfect, you can call whatever price you want. That's why you got to work on yourself. You have to work on yourself. You have to invest in yourself. Because when you get to that level, honey, like I said, when you get there, match the frequency of the universe, the abundance frequency. Once you get to that frequency, when you vibrate and you resonate with the universal frequency, with the God frequency, with the Most High frequency, honey, when you do that, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get exactly what you asked. Exactly that. But you gotta put in some work, honey. You're gonna have some sleepless nights. I know you love your sleep, because trust me, I love my sleep too. But you're gonna have some sleepless nights. Because you got your value, you're increasing your value, you know. Okay? You're going up in worth. You are becoming, honey. You are becoming. So you're gonna have to sacrifice sleep. You're gonna have to. Because it's just a temporary, it's literally a temporary sacrifice for the long-term gain. Yes, this is just when you sacrifice and sleep, that's temporary. Long-term gain, honey, you gotta work, you're gonna sleep like a baby. That's a long-term gain. Because right now you're not sleeping like a baby, honey. You're not getting that sound baby sleep. But when you sacrifice this bullshit ass little sleep anyways, when you sacrifice this, honey, you could sleep like a baby, like I said. Long-term gain. Sacrifice. Sacrifice is a little temporary gain for the long-term shit. Little temporary comfort. Just a little comfort. Sleep is a fucking comfort. It's a fucking luxury. You know? It is. It's comfort. You gotta sacrifice that shit. Because I'm telling you, that's what's required. That's what's required. It's frequency here. The universe can feel your frequency, your energy. You know, the universe can feel your vibe. You're not hiding shit from the universe. You're not hiding shit. That's what I said. They're not hiding nothing from you. Because you're vibrated out to the frequency of the universe. So, of course, they can't lie to you. Because you see, right, there's people that you can't lie to. There's people that you cannot lie to. That's why they got some lie detectors. The human, they actually have human lie detectors. They can tell whether you're lying or not. Because they're not looking at your words. They don't even listen to your words. They're not even hearing your words. When they ask you the question, yes or no, they're not listening to your words. They listen to the frequency. That's why they put that shit, the monitor on you, because this is energy. They're picking up your energy. It's your energy. And they think you're nervous. Oh, that's a whole lie. She was way too nervous on that one. You know, they can tell your heart rhythm, your rates. They're measuring that shit. They're measuring your energy. And that's how they can tell. They're measuring, and they can tell too. They can tell from your energy that they're feeling from it too. Like, people can just tell. Humans, there's real human lie detectors, yo. You can't lie to some people. And that's what you gotta work on. You gotta work on sharpening that sense. Because that's what. For real. So what I was saying, y'all, woo, I was really going in on that one. Hey. But yeah, you know, when it comes to that, like, even me right now, like, when I lose my train of thought, like, my energy does drop. And you probably can feel that shit, like, that happens. Like, your energy goes with it. Like, when you feel like, oh my gosh, I made a mistake, your energy starts to look like the mistake. And that's what you can't do. That's what you have to master. That's why I'm in here. You know, it's a master. Just master yourself. Master your emotions. Master your reactions to the slip up. Because a lot of us, we're going to slip up. But if you dwell on it and you show that you just made a mistake, then they can feel the shit. And this is how you lose your audience, by the way. Yes, this is how you lose your audience, because now you look like you're embarrassed. Now you look like you're ashamed. Now you look like, you know, you just have this low energy, and it's like, no, you got to keep going, period. Just keep going. Like, you're not supposed to stop. And you know, and recognizing, knowing that we all do that. We all do that. No, who is out here perfect? You know? Who is out here perfect where they've never made a mistake? Yeah, you could be perfect as in perfect your craft, perfect a particular area in your life. And once you do that, like I said, you can call your price. You can call unlimited amount, unlimited abundance. because you perfected that. That's why it says, be ye perfect. But not every aspect and every part of us is perfect, no. But we can perfect certain things within ourselves. We can perfect certain things that, even with our hands, you can perfect. Like, like that's the real thing. I'm seeing it. And even your work that seems so perfect, there's always going to be someone that's going to be even better. You're like, whoa. But the point is that it's still perfection. It's a level of perfection. Like, wow, this is the best. This is your best work. This is the best. You did this to the best of your ability. And once you do it like that, where you did to the best of your ability, and it's matching like, the top ones out there too. Y'all literally doing that the same. Your price, you have to charge your price. You have to up your price. Literally. There's no questioning, there's no debating that one. There's no debating that if I should raise my price. Should I? Am I gonna lose clients? Yes, you're gonna lose them cheap ass clients. Yes, you will. You will. And that's okay, honey. That is okay if you lose them cheap ass clients. That is okay. Because you're going to gain some real ones, honey. You're going to gain the ones who will pay exactly what you ask. Exactly the amount that you set for yourself. This is what you're saying. This is what I require for myself. Whatever number you set and say, this is a number that I require for myself, that's exactly the number you're going to receive. But you have to believe it. Step your game up too, so you can believe it. Don't half-ass the shit. When I perfected my craft at doing those goddess locks, when I perfected that, before, my work wasn't as good because I wasn't, I wasn't learning from the best either. Too, I didn't invest in myself. I didn't spend money on myself. Right? I didn't invest in myself, so I was just trying to learn from YouTube, you know what I mean? Like regular shit, but the shit wasn't like coming out right. So I couldn't charge nobody no damn $400 for a work that looked like $150 type shit. Like, nah, I couldn't do that. But you know what I'm saying? That's why you can't half-ass it, because you're gonna get exactly what it's worth. They're gonna pay you $150 because it should look like a $150 job. Period. They're gonna pay you exactly what you asked, so you're gonna put the $150 up there because that's what your work is matching. But if your work is matching that of a 500, a 400, a 600, a 700, you can put the price range. Your price range could be right there because your work matches that. That's it. Ain't no debating that, like I said. There's no debating that when it comes to, invest in yourself, bring your level up, Ricky put in the work, level up, definitely level up, as the CR said, level up. You got to level up, you got to get better and better and better and better because you're becoming. You have to. You can't be stuck at no 150. No. That's stagnant energy, and that's bad energy. The stagnant energy shit is bad energy. Right? I couldn't stay at no damn $150, $35 somewhere. I had to literally upstep my game up. And like I said, once I stepped my game up, honey, that's when I gained the ones who were willing to pay for my worth. Pay my worth, whatever price I put, I gained those, and I lost the ones who devalued, they was not trying to pay what I'm actually worth now. I know you used to pay $35 in the past. I know, honey. Trust and believe. I did it. I know. But now, we're in a new day. It's a new season. It's a new day. We're in a new season, a new day. So the price is no longer $35. The price is now $150. I went from 130. I literally did that shit over. I went from 35. I think I went to 50 at one time. I just went straight to 150. I said, yep, I'm going straight to 150 because I'm seeing the ones who's doing a good job like me. Not even we're doing the same work, and she's charging $250. I'm gonna just go ahead and charge y'all $150. And that's what I did. And the clients who was paying the $25 and $35 and the $50, they left, and the new ones came in. That's when my bills started to get paid. Yes, that's when I started to pay my bills, because before then, the $25 was not paying my fucking bills. Like, I was broke as fuck. Like, what the fuck? Literally, I ain't had no damn real money. I'm not gonna get money with $35 sew-ins and $50 sew-ins. And I was getting paid like $100 for like micros and shit. Like, crazy little money. Like, I could never pay my bills, support myself with that money. But once I invested in myself and I perfected my craft, oh shit. The price went up, honey. The price went up. So my prices are going up, just so you know. Ain't no more freebies. No, I was practicing. I was practicing. But now, ahora, now. Okay? But now, pero ahora, my prices is going up. It's going up. Okay? That's it. It's rising. I no longer, my words, I'm not worth that anymore. I went up. It's like the price of gold. The price of gold is not the same like it was 20 years ago. It's not the same. The value went up. My price is not the same as yesterday. It's not the same as yesterday. My prices went up. Because my worth is not the same. My value is not the same of yesterday. If you see my work a year ago or 2 years ago and see my work today, you will see why I am allowed to charge the price you see there. You will see. Just check out my work. Do the comparison if you may, if you will. Do the comparison and watch me. Years ago, I got videos on there on my YouTube. You go to my YouTube, I got videos on there 2, 3 years, 4 years ago. You'll see that. The difference. You'll see my evolution. You will see the evolution, honey. You will. So you'll be like, okay, now I see why she charges this amount. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not playing with y'all. I told you guys, like, I'm not playing with y'all. I used to say, oh yeah, I'm not playing with y'all, but I'm serious now. Because then I was playing around because, I was practicing. Like, my level was just, I was nervous and shit. Like, the words wasn't really coming together the way it should. Like, I was also scared of, expressing myself. Still was holding back. I was still fucking holding back. Still insecure about shit. I'm like, I have to let all that shit go. And you could tell, like, the energy, you could read from my energy. Read the energy from a year ago. Read my energy from a year ago. Come back and tell me today. Come back and tell me if the energy is the same. Come back and see if the energy is the same. I got videos on there years ago. I was not even sounding like this. The energy was like, I was unsure. You could hear the uncertainty in me. You could see my expressions. Like, you could tell. I was nervous. I couldn't charge clients. I couldn't help clients like that. Like, how can I help people like that? I'm not even confident. I myself is not confident. No, I had to literally become confident because I did not start out this confident. I barely had words to even say, to put together. Like, I barely had the words. I barely could find the words. It was like I was just limited. It's like I felt limited. And it showed, my energy was felt like that. So I received that amount of, following and support that I had. It was slow. It was low like that. Because of the energy I was putting in. That's all. And this is how the algorithm works. Like, it matches your energy. I look at the algorithm like the universe. Algorithm is the universe. The algorithm is the God. That's the algorithm right now. It's the universe. It represents abundance, literally. The algorithm represents abundance. You just have to match. The algorithm is going to match exactly your frequency, energy. The algorithm is bringing that together. The algorithm is your subconscious mind. It's your subconscious. The algorithm is the subconscious. Subconscious is the God, is the Christ. Literally. Yes. So, but the algorithm is waiting for you. The algorithm is waiting for you to tap in. You got to tap into the algorithm. What does the algorithm like to push out? What is the algorithm like? The algorithm is an AI. It's a tool. It doesn't read. The algorithm is not even reading the algorithm is only picking up on your energy that you're putting in, the amount of effort and energy you're putting. That's what the algorithm is picking up on, and it's matching that. If you're in the algorithm, you don't really. A lot of people don't make the algorithm because they're not vibrating at the frequency of the algorithm. They're not giving the algorithm. They're not feeding the algorithm what it likes to eat. There we go. They are not feeding the algorithm what it likes to eat. That's why the algorithm is not showing them. In the algorithm, you're not popping up on people's algorithm. The whole job, the whole purpose, the goal of this It's to show up on the people's algorithm. It's to literally be seen by the algorithm, get noticed. It's for you to get noticed by the algorithm. Once the algorithm recognizes you and notice you, honey, you see your numbers going up, up, up. Literally, I saw like 5,000 views in like fucking minutes in front of my face. Unlimited. Unlimited abundance, abundance, abundance. The algorithm is the abundance. Telling you. I'm like, how is that even humanly possible? I'm thinking that's why I know the algorithm is AI. It's a machine, because I'm like, how is that even humanly possible? For 5,000 people to view my shit in minutes, for like 100 people to view my shit in seconds. I was like, wait, that's just fun. And I'm seeing people commenting, and the shit is happening like, how is that even possible for them to comment, and it's only been seconds? I'm watching shit, I'm like, oh my gosh. The algorithm is literally eating exactly what you're feeding it. And it's dishing out, it's spitting out exactly that back to you, spitting that out. I'm like, what? That's what you gotta say. Read the room, read the energy, tap into the energy, tap into the algorithm, read the algorithm, study. That's what they say. You have to study the algorithm, study it. Oh, we just had a blackout, y'all. Whoa. Yes, study the fucking algorithm. This is the type of shit the algorithm likes. Okay, I see when I post this video, I'm getting mad views. I gotta keep posting videos similar to those. This is how I get a lot of views. The algorithm likes that. So I'm feeding the algorithm what it's like, and the algorithm is literally just spinning back out to me. It's like, okay, boom, here you go. I'm getting mad views, mad comments. I got thousands and thousands of comments. I've never like gotten that many comments ever. Why? Because I am now putting in the energy. I'm putting in the work, the real work that's required. I'm putting in what it takes. Right. So I can match this frequency. I can match it, because the universe energy, that's the energy that represents the truth, that represents the vibration. It does not lie. The truth just it remains. The truth is always there. It remains. Okay, and all you have to do is match it. That's why it says to know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. The truth shall make you free. You shall know the truth. You got to know the truth, so the truth can set you free. You got to tap in. You got to match the energy. You got to match the frequency of, you have to vibrate to the universal energy. You have to vibrate to that energy, vibrate to that force, the life force energy. And this is how you unlock abundance. And this is where it says in the Bible that the windows of heaven shall open up and pour you out a blessing. You're unlocking, you're opening up, you're opening, because whatever is done on earth shall be done in heaven. So if you, whatever is done, whatever you do, if you loosen on earth, it shall be loosed in heaven. So it's your works, whatever you do, is gonna unlock the windows of heaven. Is gonna unlock this frequency, and then the universal frequency shall be opened up unto you, and whatever you ask, you shall receive. You shall receive whatever you ask. Back. See, that's what be happening here, y'all. We get blackouts all the time. Whatever you ask, you shall receive, because now Instagram have a new feature, and it's saying that we can even put our reels that we don't really put out like that. Like we're creative, we're creators. So we're always having like different ideas, of content reels to create. Now I don't want to just be swinging stick all day, every day. Like I want to also bring on other stuff. So Instagram is saying now you can try out, right, your new content, try out your creative idea, but post it to your non-followers. Like these videos will be posted to only your non-followers will see that, not your followers currently, because you know your followers that you're gaining right now is coming from your, you know, your regular reels that they're used to, they're accustomed to those type of reels, so there a lot of those people are, you know, connected to that. But now they're saying that you could try out something totally different, try a different reel than what you're used to, do some, you know, like this will be different from what I'm, you know, my followers know me for. They know me for swinging my fucking stick and shit, and I got famous from that. But if I want to try something different by posting a video like this, you know, I can post it, but it can be hidden from my Instagram, will hide it from my followers, and they only expose it to my non-followers, so I can gain, you know, a different audience. And that's the opportunity for me to grow. See, that's the algorithm opening, that's the universe, the windows being opening up to you. Yes, that's more windows, more opportunity that's being opened up, so you can attract more, a different crowd now. Okay, different set of followers. And now when you see that, okay, that's doing well, my new followers, they're loving this, now you can merge it and say, okay, good, I'm now gonna unlock it, so that you could go in now and unlock that feature where your you know, your followers that couldn't see it, now your followers can see it. Okay, once you, because you're doing good now, like, you know, your non-followers that you know, so this new set of people, they loving it, so now you can bring the two together and say, okay, I'm now going to make it public so that my followers and my non-followers can, you know, watch my enjoy my content, my videos and stuff. So that's Instagram new feature that I'm going to be trying out myself. You know, I didn't get a chance to try it out, but this is going to be my first video where I'm going to be testing it, you know, this feature of Instagram, so that, you know, we can tap in, because, you know, we as we're creators, content creators, so we always have different ideas. Like, we don't just have this one idea, we have so many different, I got so many real ideas that's more than just, you know, me with my stick and slaying demons and shit. Like, I have others, I have so many different others, topics and content that I wanna, you know, bring, you know, I wanna to present, that I wanna present, you know, to you guys. So yes, so I know this is gonna be a great feature for me to try. I love it already. As soon as I heard about it, I was like, you know, I have to try it. So yeah, this is like, again, this is my first time trying this feature here on Instagram. So yes, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's bring it. I want you guys to eventually meet my followers. To my non-followers, I want you guys to eventually, you know, meet, because it's all about connection. Like, this is the web, where, you know, the internet, we're all connected, interconnected, you know, with each other. So let's go ahead and, you know, and connect, and that's what, you know, this is all about too, is about connections. At the end of the day, I'm making connections, real connections, you know, not just not just numbers. No, I'm making real connections. Like, yeah, I got 10,000 followers, yeah, I got 1.2 million views, but I'm making connections. You know, this is all connected me to, you know, a set of people that I've never connected to, and it's really happening. The connection has happened, the merge is taking place, you know, and that's what it is. That merge, that transfer is taking place. It is. Right? So what I was saying, right? This is what I was gonna say. I had an idea to say that white people, they should pay us our reparations. Like, I had this idea today, and I just felt so strongly about it. I was like, yeah, white people, they're the one that needs to pay us, because they're the one who did this, that, and that. But upon my own research, right, my own research, I was like, you know what, wait a minute. It's not them I need to come after. It's the fucking continent of Africa. Because the continent of Africa is the wealthiest continent in the world. It's them who owe us the repatriations, them who owe us, the government that sold us, that knows about it. They're the one who owe repatriations to us, and they have it. It's not if they don't have it, they have it, and they refuse to give it because they're taking on bribes. Yes, but they do have it. Yes, they're the one who's supposed to pay us this repatriations. It's not the white man. They don't owe us shit. Government supposed to be paying the fucking Ugandan government, the Tanzanian government, Nigeria, all them motherfuckers. They're the one who need to take that money and give it to the people. They owe us because they're stealing from us too, and they're stealing the damn money. They're not even giving the money to the people. They have enough, they have enough to give, but they're not giving it to us. So how are we gonna blame the white man? If our own people won't even give it to us, they know what they did was wrong, They acknowledged it. The Ugandan government, that president, that man acknowledged that it was wrong and he apologized. Yes, he did apologize to the descendants of slaves for the role that the part that not he did, the part of the government did, the role that they did, those his tribal, his elders that sold us. Right. So we know they don't owe us. They don't owe us. It's them people that owe us. And they need to give it back. They need to return it. Like I said, I don't condone. White people still wrong too. Like y'all still wrong too because y'all should supposed to know better too. Okay, should I really take advantage of this shit? Right, really, should I really capitalize? Should I have really capitalized on this shit? Like don't think I'm saying that y'all not wrong. Cause y'all wrong in this shit too, Y'all definitely wrong. Don't think because even though they sold us first or whatever, don't think that you gonna get off the hook, honey. No, you're not getting off the hook either. Cause what you did was also wrong. Very wrong. So don't over here thinking you're gonna feel all good about yourself at you and your buddy's dinner party tonight. Don't think you're gonna be going out there feeling good about yourself, cause hell no. Your ancestors did some fucked up shit to us. And they had no right to own people. They had no fucking right to own anyone. Whether our people sold them out or not, they still didn't have a right because they're still supposed to feel for another human being like themselves. They have their own feelings, their own emotions, their own mind. And they're supposed to feel for one another. And they had no mercy and feeling towards us. And that's why they treated us the way they did. And y'all know that shit was wrong. Y'all know that was wrong. If you don't know that's wrong, you're the fucking devil. If you don't know that slavery is wrong and hating someone just because of their skin color, killing someone just because of their skin color, judging someone just because of their skin color, if you don't know that shit is fucking wrong, then you would have to be the fucking devil. You would have to be the devil if you don't know that shit is wrong. If you don't know that murder is wrong. No matter what no matter what color the skin is. If you don't know that shit is wrong, then you would have to be the devil. Because y'all knew that was wrong. And the ones who didn't know was wrong, they were absolutely the devil. And the ones who sold us, if they didn't know that shit was wrong, they're the fucking devil. Because you as a human, we're hearts, like we do have a heart in there, right? That's why when people do certain stuff, like, yeah, there's no way you didn't have any heart. Like you did, that was cold. Like that was heartless. Some people say that was heartless. They did some heartless shit. That shit was fucking heartless, yo. Heartless. So you don't have a heart, you're not human, you would have to be the devil. Because why would you do that to another human being? Why would you, as a human being with a heart, do something like that to another human being? Why would your ancestors, why would they do some shit like that to another human being? I'm speaking to both sides, not just one side, both sides, because story have two sides. Why would y'all do that to another human being?